So you
And
died
we're back.
so you died and
Previously
hit
on Rescue Rangers.
so you died and hit the credit. Ah, Jesus.
I don't know why I was dying here so much, because I really, really do hate this part, because you have no gun and you just gotta run.
I was going to say,
for your
is that
fucking life.
mandatory damage?
Yeah, you really can't avoid anything there, like
Outside of dodge rolling, but I mean, we saw what dodge rolling got you at the at the
Now,
end of
for the
last part.
record, you do roll if you jump from a considerable height.
Whoa there, cowboy. That's really high at the dock.
There's actually a funny little backstory to that punch from Elena's voice actress. She said that in an acting thing she did back in the day, that like someone commented it about her right hook, and that one day it will come in handy. And then she said, "Yeah, I guess I got to use it."
Huh?
It was something along those lines. And now we're also going to get into something in Uncharted 1 that... This is the one thing I'm going to really duck points from this game, is that there is a lot of fucking shooting sections. And I mean
And they're all basically the same.
Yeah. And really, the enemy AI can be really fucking rock stupid. So there are times where I just say fuck caution and just run. Like right here, I know the guy's right there, but he's not coming out. I just say fuck it. I'm gonna go up to him and punch him myself.
They're shooting at you too, you know.
Cause honestly,
okay, I'm sorry, but that line right there sounded exactly like fucking Deadpool.
It's like it's the same actor. Okay, and also this is something else I really want to bring up, is that other than the pistol, don't really use the assault rifles, because I swear to God, they take just as long to kill an enemy than the pistol does.
That's a shame, because for me, I'm always one to lean towards assault rifles, because I think they're, especially like with most shooter games, assault rifles are like the best.
Also,
like
what
the
it is.
For me, assault. For me, shut up. Anyways, I don't even know what you're singing, but
The USSR anthem.
For me, I'm always a fan of assault rifles because they're sort of like the best, balance, mid-range, the best balance of range, accuracy, firepower, firing rate. Like I'm always just a big fan of gravitating towards assault rifles.
Yeah, it's just in this game, I swear to God, and I know I showed off later on, that the assault rifle, it just like enemies are bullet
It doesn't feel as
sponges.
powerful.
Yeah, now they do fix this in later Uncharted games, and I will be using the assault rifles occasionally. But if I'm not getting headshots, I'm switching immediately to the pistol, because
See,
I'm a
the
much,
pistol
much
I would
better
only
shot.
ever use for headshots, and the assault rifle for pretty
what's
much.
weird is
Okay,
that-
I'm sorry. That roll looks a bit weird.
Dude, the
It
animation.
looked like you slide. It looked like you moved while rolling, like you slide with your roll. If that makes sense.
I think it was because
I
the
mean,
game was trying to
technically,
act
most
as if
of
I
the-
was going into.
Technically it's all.
cover.
I mean, technically it's all kind of well hidden sliding, but I think it's the most egregious there.
And also, I before the PS4 version, because it had been a while since I had last played the Uncharted games, I went. This was back when the Nathan Drake collection came out. I was going through a Metal Gear high, similar how I was mentioning Assassin's Creed in an earlier part. That I got really good at getting headshots in that game, and then when I came to Uncharted 1, I was playing on easy mode just because I wanted to blast through the games and get the completion files. But I was like, wait, I'm just blasting through one, so I'm gonna put this on normal, and I ended up not having a hard time at all. So it's kind of weird that one game trained me to get really good at headshots in another. So now I can do it without even trying in Uncharted 1.
Yeah. Then there. I'll be getting to these gripes, like, more specifically once we actually do get to the New Order, but I have some problems with the new Wolfenstein games.
Which one? You're talking about the difficulty?
Yeah, in both, honestly.
We were getting into this.
Yeah, but I
a
think
few
the real
weeks ago. I don't remember New Order being that brutal.
Oh, it can be. It can be.
Actually, I think I might be thinking Old Blood, because I know Old Blood, they toned
Old Blood
the
is
difficulty down.
Old Blood is not that bad.
Yeah, like Old Blood, I remember they toned the difficulty down.
I like how I was just edging the corner there to get that little treasure.
Did you want to do Old Blood? Because I'm thinking, you know, you could do be the Wolfenstein guy, and I could just do Doom.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do like the older Wolfenstein games, honestly.
Alright, so that'll be me, since I'm the more classic gamer.
Yeah.
Well, outside of Eric, just depends on what classic games.
And, classic. You're the youngest guy here.
Yeah, but I played more shit than you.
Stay with me.
Eh.
Also, I may be the youngest, but I still feel fucking old. Fucking kids these days. Anyways. You know, I actually heard someone say that this game looked like utter shit because
Wow, that was a seamless headshot.
God damn, like seriously.
Like that was some fucking Deadshot level shit.
Well, like I said, Metal Gear Solid really did train me for this. Like, I really do not have a heart. Uncharted 1, I am the best at getting headshots in this game than I am the entire series. Like, in Uncharted 2, I did get lucky in a few instances.
Well,
but like
why
here,
is that in this game specifically?
Honestly, I don't know. I want to say it's just because it's the one I've played the most. Because I can go back to this one quicker than any of the other Uncharteds. I know that sounds a bit weird when I say 4 is my favorite, but I've only beaten it once. But I've beaten this game, no joke, at least 15 times. I really do love Uncharted 1. But I do think 2 is the better game. It's kind of a weird thing how I feel about Ocarina of Time in terms of Zelda. It's like, it's definitely my most beaten Zelda game, but it's like number 3 on my list.
I'll get the story and you get whatever it is you're after.
Hey, this isn't gonna be a vacation, you know.
Am I the only? I'm sorry. I was looking at that car. Am I the only one who's kind of who, like, when I see that car, I think Jurassic Park?
I mean, it's more or less what it was.
I know, but like
another track I really fucking love. I love this song.
Oh, by the way, what are your? I mean, I kind of like what I'm seeing for the game's frame rate. What are your thoughts on it being 60 frames compared to the originals?
It's always weird for just a short bit. For me, it's always weird going back to a game that was remastered and added 60 when it's originally at 30. I'm kind of like John. For me, 60 FPS is just wrong for Resident Evil 4.
It feels great.
When it comes to Uncharted, it was really weird. I do wish there was a mode like in The Last of Us remaster that let you turn it on.
Wait, really?
Wait, what? I didn't know about that.
You can lock Last of Us remastered at 30.
I do believe so.
I didn't know about that. I'm never gonna do it, but
okay, I'm sorry, but especially for Last of Us, 60 threw me off hard because I played that.
It threw me off at first, but
now
honestly,
I could be
I'm
completely
just like,
wrong, but I
enjoy
do
this.
think you can lock the frame rate.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played much of Last of Us Remastered, mostly because of 60. I played
It's what I got with my PS4. I haven't replayed it because
I played the hell
unfortunately
out
survival
of,
horror just isn't my thing.
I played the hell out of Last of Us on PS3, and playing at 60 just feels wrong.
You're falling for that cinematic experience bullshit.
No.
Fake news being made by
when
the
it
games.
comes to games by
kidding.
Naughty Dog, though, I think that's a really apparent thing.
Yeah, especially with Naughty Dog games, 60 just feels wrong.
Even though the Jak and Daxter game, even though like Jak and Daxter 1 was 60 frames.
No,
well, that was a platformer in every sense of the just a 3D platformer.
I think Jak 2 was, but I don't know.
Jak 2 is.
Jak 1, I'm pretty sure was 30.
Nope.
No, Jak 1 is 60, Jak 2 is 60, and Jak 3 is 60.
Ah.
I love that line. I really love that line.
Like Nolan, especially even he may look like the generic action hero in a big movie.
He does,
but he doesn't act like one.
Yeah.
Nolan North definitely gives him the much needed character that Nathan needed to stand out.
That said, the design of Nathan Drake does not help one of the stereotypes of gaming protagonists.
Oh
No,
yeah, no
okay.
doubt. But the thing is, it's it's how he acts that sort of sets him apart, and I think that's probably a masterclass. Look at this guy. He looks generic as shit, but he doesn't act generic as shit.
Yeah, the problem
You
is
know,
problem is we as humans are very visual-based creatures, so gonna
But just to cut you off, sorry, just momentarily.
go right ahead.
The section of the demo, I believe, that was most of the time in like Walmarts and Best Buys was this area right here.
yeah, I remember.
And I just saw a treasure to the left, and I guess I'm completely ignoring it. I hate that. Right
I wish
beside
there
that
was
little
I wish there was like an edit where he said, "Go this way, dumbass."
when I was back on Rocky Dog 200, I did that for Epic Mickey at one point.
Oh,
Because I walked right out of a room when I could have collected a little picture. And I even put in, like, the little ding sound effect.
I have a couple of dings in Resident Evil 4.
Kind of reminds me of Miss Say with her GB derp edits.
I love those. Really.
I love them. They were cracking me up when she was doing her Captain Toad playthrough.
Fun fact, in the PS3 version, this is one of the very few instances where...
6 axis.
Yep. And I'm
did they
so
keep,
glad they took that Nope, they took that shit out, and I'm glad they did.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think 6 axis was... It's a really good concept. It's just not many people...
The only game that could ever make it work, in my opinion, was Flower, and that's it.
Mirror's Edge managed to do... like, if you do it
When
with...
did Mirror's Edge do?
I'm
when you were, like...
actually going to say this. I didn't like Mirror's Edge, really, because, I don't know, like, it kind of... It nauseated me a bit.
I
love Mirror's Edge.
The whole person platforming.
Yeah.
I love Mirror's Edge. I've had fucking Catalyst for months now. And I still haven't played it.
I'm sorry, you just sneezed. I'm reminded of, in LA Noire, there is, have you guys ever seen the motion capture bloopers?
Yeah.
Yes.
There, you know the one where, Cole Phelps is, like, just in the car and he sneezes? I was thinking of that. It just looks so fucking funny.
I can't help it. I think one of the customers I was ringing up at my job the other day got me a bit under the weather. Oh, by the way, let me just say this now. In Uncharted 1, they will try to make you do certain stealth sections like this area right here. Just don't even try it. Because Uncharted did not have any good stealth sections until Uncharted 4 when they actually gave you a fucking cover system.
Yeah,
that,
actually, Mother's Basement also commented on how it's misleading and it's not actually even stealth, and I'm not sure what to think, because I haven't played 4.
Uncharted 2
No, Uncharted 4 is basically stealth.
Yeah, well,
It's
like,
Last
he
of
said
Us
that
stealth.
it's lying to you, and it's not actually stealth. It's a half-assed attempt at it.
No,
It's still just as, like, bad as the rest of the series. That's what he was saying. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna say maybe he's being a bit of a dick.
He's over-exaggerating,
Yeah,
because I can tell you right now, Uncharted 1, never try to be stealthy. It's just not gonna fucking work.
Well, with Uncharted 4, they kind of just half-assed it and stole the cover system from Deus Ex.
I was gonna say Last of Us, because they brought the team in to work on that.
Oh yeah, because it technically was 2 different teams.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm kind of glad they did, because I know there was some... I don't know the exact story of some of the controversy to the main writer of the first 3 Uncharted games. I think it was Morgan Kelly was her name. But Uncharted 1 through 3 have some story quirks that I'm not... Like, this game, I'm fine with it. Uncharted 2 is okay. Uncharted 3, I'm just like, why? Because I feel as if that... when Uncharted 4 was more about the relationship between Nathan and his brother, it was handled much more carefully, and it didn't need to rely on certain elements that we'll be getting into later in the game. Also, some of these enemies are really fucking stupid. They will just jump out at you and just say, hi!
Good old reliable.
Honestly, the shotgun is like my least favorite weapon in the entire game.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand its low ammo count, and I mean it's good for instances where
It's good for one shot.
It's like they handle it. I'm not sure how much you guys really like the Halo series, but it's kind of like how Halo handles the shotgun. It's good. You're not getting ammo though.
Yeah, that's more or less how it is in this
That's
game.
it. That's kind of this with Deus Ex. I reserve the shotgun for bosses. Fuck doing the bosses going for non-lethal. Like I think
They made that a lot easier in the director's cut. I'm just gonna say that right now.
I think in every single run for Human Revolution I've done,
Hang on. Have you ever played the director's cut?
For Human Revolution, yes.
They actually
That's the
made
only
it
version
way
I own.
Okay.
That's the only version I own.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. They made it a lot easier to do it non-lethally than compared to the original.
There's always one particular section where I just say fuck it and give up on non-lethal. It's always
So remember what I was talking about with the assault
yeah,
rifle?
with
Yeah,
normal
that-
games, that should have cleared house with half the clip.
And it only took
It
out
always
one
makes
dude.
me sad to see games that don't do the assault rifle justice.
Or just kind of half-ass their gunplay.
Oh yeah, and it is possible.
Honestly,
that-
I think Tomb Raider actually did assault rifles pretty well.
it's also very possible to shoot the grenades out of enemies' hands, and it can lead to very, very funny moments. Unfortunately,
Like that.
though, it wasn't until Uncharted 3, I believe, where they introduced a mechanic where you can throw them back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if you can throw back grenades in Tomb Raider.
I think you can. It's been a long time since I've played the reboot.
I think in Rise of the Tomb Raider, at the very least, you can. Rise of the Tomb Raider is just great.
Also, I
it.
love how enemies just like take off like a rocket.
I know you can throw back. I know that you can throw back. Bomb. This is gonna be weird for me to bring up, but have you guys ever played the multiplayer for Last of Us?
Nope.
I have.
I did on PS3.
Same here. I did. Not bad. It could have been. It was better than I expected.
And again, at certain points when there's like very few enemies left, I'll just say fuck it and just go up and punch them.
I actually haven't tried the multiplayer for Tomb Raider or Rise of the Tomb Raider.
There's multiplayer?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a third-person shooter, of course. It's pretty much obligated to have a multiplayer.
Yeah.
But I love Rise of the Tomb Raider. I got it for PS4 because
I've been meaning to play it for the longest fucking time. I just
got
haven't.
Fuck Microsoft for getting that 1-year exclusivity.
I don't really care about that.
Well, so here's the thing.
I know
It
they
was
had
a
it for a
great
year
game,
before
but because the exclusivity, it launched like right in the middle of bumfuck December.
I thought it came out in. Oh, that's the end
It
of
was
the part.
it was the
End of the. We could talk about this next part.
real quick.
All right.
It was the
No, I'm
Nope.
stopping my audio. Next part.